Our world is a breathtaking tapestry of life, but in recent times we've begun to unravel it. The scars we inflict on our planet are no longer distant concerns, they are urgent realities. In this series, I'll guide you through the heart of our planet's most profound environmental tragedies. We'll visit places like Chernobyl and the Pacific's swirling plastic vortex, not for the faint of heart, but essential to witness. Through understanding, we can grasp the scale of the challenge and find the will to heal. Join me on this crucial journey of discovery. In northern Ukraine, the forests of Chernobyl stand as a chilling testament to catastrophe. Here, the trees whisper stories of a world forever changed, their branches reaching skyward in silent witness to the disaster that unfolded beneath them. In 1986, a reactor failure unleashed radioactive material across continents, shattering lives and leaving a wound that endures. The explosion sent a radioactive cloud drifting over Europe, contaminating land, water and air, and forcing entire communities to flee overnight. Pripyat, once home to 50,000, is now a ghost city, schoolbooks left open, dolls gathering dust, memories frozen in time. The laughter of children and the bustle of daily life have been replaced by an eerie stillness, as if the city itself is holding its breath, waiting for a return that will never come. The exclusion zone, over 1,000 square miles, became a forbidden land. Nature has reclaimed the streets and buildings, but the invisible threat of radiation lingers, shaping every living thing that dares to return. The red forest died within days, absorbing lethal radiation, animals perished, and silence fell. The once vibrant woodland turned a rusty hue, its trees standing as grim sentinels to the disaster's immediate aftermath. Yet, in humanity's absence, life has returned. Wolves roam, Przewalski's horses thrive, nature reclaims. Wild boar, lynx, and eagles have also found sanctuary here, adapting to a world where humans are rare visitors. But radiation lingers, woven into soil, water, and every living thing. The land may look alive, but its invisible scars run deep, affecting every root and river. The food chain carries these poisons, a legacy passed on. Plants absorb radioactive particles, which are then eaten by insects and animals, spreading contamination through every level of the ecosystem. Scientists study the effects, mutations, tumors, and cataracts, especially in birds. Some species show remarkable resilience, while others bear the unmistakable marks of radiation's toll. The ecosystem is a grim experiment in survival. Every creature, every plant is part of an ongoing study in adaptation and endurance, revealing both the fragility and tenacity of life. On the zone's edge, the Samosli, elderly returnees, live with the risk, tending tainted gardens, foraging despite the danger. Their lives are a blend of nostalgia and necessity, rooted in the land they refuse to abandon. Their resilience speaks to the deep bond between people and place. For them, home is not just a location, but a part of their identity, worth any risk. The sarcophagus over the reactor was a temporary fix. Now a massive new structure contains the threat, a reminder that Chernobyl's legacy will outlive us. Engineers and scientists continue to monitor and reinforce the site, knowing that the danger beneath must be contained for generations to come. Chernobyl warns of technology's catastrophic potential and our hubris. It is a stark lesson in the unforeseen consequences of human error and the limits of our control over the forces we unleash. It shows the wounds we inflict may never fully heal, yet nature's resilience persists. Life finds a way, even in the most unlikely places, reminding us of both our power to destroy and the world's capacity to recover. The radioactive silence is a stark reminder of the price of failure and the enduring power of life. The echoes of the past linger in every empty street and overgrown playground. The story of Chernobyl is not just about disaster, but about the complex dance between destruction and renewal. It is a place where tragedy and hope exist side by side, shaping the future as much as the past. It's a lesson in humility and a call to responsibility. The world must remember what happened here, and strive to ensure it never happens again. We must remember and act so that such scars are never repeated. The legacy of Chernobyl is a warning, but also an opportunity to learn and to change. The world is watching and learning. Chernobyl's echo endures. Will we listen, and will we choose a wiser path for the future? The Ganges, Ganga Ma, is both a sacred river and a symbol of life itself for millions. Revered as a goddess, her waters are believed to purify the soul and wash away sins, drawing pilgrims from every corner of India and beyond. For over 1 billion people, The Ganges is a lifeline, providing water for drinking, bathing, farming, and spiritual rituals. Entire communities depend on her flow for their daily existence. Yet, despite her sacred status, the Ganges is now one of the most polluted rivers on Earth. The contrast between her spiritual importance and her physical state is stark and heartbreaking. As the river winds through India's heartland, it becomes a dumping ground for billions of liters of untreated sewage, plastic waste, and toxic industrial chemicals every single day. Leather tanneries, especially in Kanpur, release carcinogenic chemicals like chromium, poisoning the water and threatening the health of all who rely on it. Villagers, children, and farmers use this contaminated water daily, often unaware of the invisible dangers lurking within. The river's unique wildlife, like the rare and elusive Ganges river dolphin, is also at risk. The gharial, a critically endangered crocodilian, struggles to survive as its habitat shrinks and food sources dwindle. Pollution seeps into the soil, contaminating crops and entering the food chain, affecting not just those who live by the river, but millions across the region. Waterborne diseases spread rapidly, bringing illness and suffering to countless families, especially children and the elderly. Even religious rituals, offerings, cremations, and festivals, add to the river's burden. Yet, hope persists. Government programs and new policies are being launched, and grassroots movements are fighting to restore the Ganges. Volunteers clean riverbanks and new sewage treatment plants are being built to stem the tide of pollution. Activists and spiritual leaders promote eco-friendly rituals, urging people to honor the river without harming her. They organize cleanups and educational campaigns, bridging faith and environmental responsibility, inspiring communities to act. The fate of the Ganges mirrors India's struggle between tradition, rapid industrialization, and the urgent need for survival in a changing world. Restoring the river is not just an environmental challenge, it's a spiritual and cultural imperative, a test of our collective will and values. The Ganges story is both a warning and a call to action for all of humanity. To truly honor Mother Ganges is to protect her, ensuring her waters remain pure for future generations. The river's future depends on the choices we make today, choices that will echo for centuries. Will we allow a sacred lifeline to become a symbol of irreversible loss, or can we change course? The answer lies in our hands. Together, we can revive the Ganges and restore her purity for generations to come. In Linfen, China, the air once held the infamous title of the world's most polluted. For years, this city in Shanxi province was shrouded in a thick, toxic fog that seemed to swallow the sun itself. Coal mines and factories blanketed the city in a relentless haze, turning sunlight into a dim memory. The constant burning of coal powered Linfen's economy, but at a devastating cost to its environment and people. Residents like Mr. Wei remember a time when green hills and clear rivers defined their home. Now those memories are clouded by soot and sickness. The landscape has been transformed, almost unrecognizable from the past. Respiratory illnesses are rampant, children grow up never seeing the stars, their lungs struggling with every breath. Hospitals are filled with young patients, and parents worry about what the future holds for their families. The Fen River, once a lifeline for the city, became a channel for industrial waste, poisoning both water and land. Fish disappeared, crops withered, and the community's connection to nature was severed. In the face of despair, artists began using pollution as their medium, turning soot into protest art. Their work became a powerful symbol of resistance and a call for change, capturing the world's attention. For many families, the choice was stark: health or economic survival. Coal mining put food on the table, but at the price of their well-being. Generations were caught in this painful dilemma. The government, shamed by Linfen's notoriety, finally took action. Polluting factories were shut down, and investments poured into cleaner technology and renewable energy. It was a turning point, but not an easy one. Air quality has improved, and blue skies occasionally return, bringing hope to a city long deprived of fresh air. Children can now play outside, and some days the sun shines through. Yet, the damage to lungs and land lingers. The scars of pollution are slow to heal, and many still suffer from chronic health problems. Linfen's story is a cautionary tale of unchecked industrialization, a warning to cities around the world racing toward progress without regard for the environment. Progress is possible, but healing takes time. Reclaiming the land and restoring health is a slow, ongoing process that requires commitment from all. The city's scars are written in the breath of its people, Each inhale a reminder of what was lost and what still needs to be done. Linfen reminds us, the true cost of pollution is measured in human lives, in families grieving loved ones lost too soon, and in dreams cut short. The fight for clean air is ongoing. Every breath matters, and every voice raised in protest brings us closer to a healthier future. The lessons of Linfen echo far beyond its borders. Will we heed them or repeat the same mistakes elsewhere? The choice is ours to make. The future can be different. Linfen's journey shows that change is possible, even after years of neglect, but only if we act. Now is the time to protect the air we all share, for ourselves and for generations yet to come. In Accra, Ghana, Agbogbloshie is a vast e-waste dump, where the world's discarded electronics are reborn in toxic fires. Broken computers and phones, shipped as second-hand goods, are scavenged for valuable metals. Workers, often young men and boys, burn cables to extract copper, inhaling deadly fumes. The air is thick with toxins, the soil and water are poisoned. The nearby Korla Lagoon is now lifeless, choked with plastic and heavy metals. Despite the dangers, this work is survival for many. Local NGOs introduce safer recycling methods like hand-cranked wire strippers, but change is slow. Mobile clinics treat burns and respiratory illnesses, offering care in a place forgotten by the world. Agbogbloshie is a symbol of global inequality, our consumption, their burden. The solution isn't to end the trade but to create safe, formal recycling systems and design products for longevity. Manufacturers must take responsibility for their product's entire life cycle. Agbogbloshie demands we rethink our relationship with technology. The digital graveyard is a call for change. Our choices ripple across the globe. Will we continue to export our waste or build a circular, just economy? The answer is in our hands. In the North Pacific, a new continent forms, not of land, but of plastic. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch is a swirling gyre, twice the size of Texas, filled with our discarded plastic. Sunlight and waves break plastic into microplastics, which permeate the ocean and enter the food chain. Marine life mistakes plastic for food. Turtles, birds, and whales suffer and die. Ghost fishing nets drift for decades, trapping animals in silent death. There are 5 such gyres worldwide. This is a global crisis. Plastics transport invasive species and concentrate toxic chemicals, threatening ecosystems. Cleanup is daunting, but projects like the Ocean Cleanup offer hope. Real change starts on land, reducing single-use plastics, choosing reusable products, and demanding better packaging. Every small action multiplied can stem the tide. The garbage patch is a floating monument to our throwaway culture. In a closed system like Earth, there is no away. To protect our oceans, we must turn off the tap. The future of marine life depends on us. Will we act before it's too late? The ocean's fate is in our hands. We've journeyed through the world's wounds, from Chernobyl's haunting silence to the Pacific's swirling plastic gyres. These places reflect our mistakes, but also our incredible capacity for change. To truly love this planet, we must see both its beauty and its scars. Let's not despair, but act. Understanding the problem is the first step to the solution. If these stories moved you, subscribe and join this mission to shine a light on our changing planet. Every voice matters. Every action counts. Let's use every tool, story, music, and community to inspire change together. Thank you for watching.